Your heart is going to be furnished with grace. And you are going to leave this place with capacity for that upward journey. Arise. Go up to Bethel. It's an upward journey. It's the house of God. It's not just a house built by God. It's not just a house built for God. It is the place of the presence of God. And you are saying, yes, I heard that voice before I came to this service tonight. But I need your help, Jesus. Help me to break out of this web. If you're in the auditorium, I'd like for you to come forward here as we pray tonight. I'd like for you to come forward here as we pray tonight. You are listening online. You are watching online. You can respond to Jesus and follow these prayers tonight. People trapped in systems that are draconian, systems that are manipulative. And you know you have been shielded from the heat of Bethel. But right now you want to say, I'm coming, Jesus. I'm coming. Rescue me. I need you, Jesus. Come to my rescue. I want it to be my Lord and I. When the fivefold is not pointing you in the direction of Jesus, when the fivefold is not accelerating your journey into the heart of the Father, it fails. It fails. It fails. It fails. And God says a season of transition is decreed, and people must migrate. And watch the words that I speak. There's a window period, a period of grace between now and the month of June. As many as the Lord has come to, you have that much time to take the necessary step. I want to tell you that your destiny is Bethel. The presence of God is your destiny. Everything that has obscured this view, it's time to migrate away from it. Every system, every arrangement. And we say this with every sense of responsibility and confidence. I don't run a traditional normal church. RCN is not a Sunday worship center. We are simply sounding to you the alarm out of the heavens on God's holy mountain. Because after the month of June, God actually is going to be stepping into settings and places. And God will be picking people. I see God picking heads from over communities. Because they have constituted themselves into a formidable opposition. A formidable opposition to the current requirements and demands and positions of Zion. 6 months you can migrate out of a system that will not migrate. And after 6 months, God is actually going to start to pick heads from over communities. That's what I hear. Those of you that are out here in front, can you talk to the Lord? Tell him why you came. Tell him what you want. Let this year be the year of your presence for me. Let it be the year of obedience for me. I will choose obedience over convenience. Whatever you require of me in Bethel, it was in my best interest. Whatever you kill in my life didn't need to exist in my life in the first place. You are not a wicked God. Everything that you ask that I throw away, I didn't need at all. Because no good thing will he withhold from them that love him. The Lord is a sun and a shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold. If God takes anything out of your life, you didn't need it. Can you bring your consecration, your commitment to the Lord? I'm coming back to the place of worship, and it's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry for the things I made it. It's all about you, Jesus. I want to live this life in your presence. I want to live my life from your presence, in your presence, by your presence. The divide between the house of God and where I dwell, that distance will no longer exist. The place I dwell will be the place of your presence. Let me be found nowhere, in no condition, in no circumstance, that I cannot invoke your living presence into it. Deliver me from relationship by correspondence. Deliver me from long distance relationship with you, Jesus. Yes. Yes, Jesus. Yes, Jesus. Father, I ask that even so you will do for these men and women that are out here in front. The cry of their heart, on account of which they stepped out here, let it resound in your presence. And do the same to everyone listening online, to everyone watching online. Let the response of their heart, let it come before you as an eternal memorial. That on this day, intentionally and consciously, they are asking that we help them in this transition into your presence, to dwell there, to live there, to do life from that place. For our bodies are the temple of the living God, and God dwells in us by his Spirit. Help everyone that is saying, I'm coming, and now, Lord, I come. Spread your arms around them and begin the education that is consistent with your heart. Teach us again the ways of your house. Thank you, precious Father. Those of you that are at the back, can I ask you to stand? Can I ask you to stand? We're going to pray in 2 minutes. We're going to pray in 2 minutes. He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. There's a place that you can dwell. There's a place that you can visit. Tonight you want to say to the Lord, if I've desired the gifts of your hands more than the giver of those gifts, this night bind my heart to your altar. Bind my heart to your presence. Can you pray in 2 minutes? Bind my heart to your altar. Bind my heart to your presence. Bind my heart to your altar. Bind my heart to your presence. David said that I have desired your presence more than my necessary meat. Can you open your mouth and pray? Let nothing else matter to me like your presence. Let nothing else. Let it be true that nothing that I desire compares with you. Can you pray 1 more minute? 1 more minute. Deliver me from indirect contact. I want to know you. Bring me to where you are. When you said to seek my face, my soul said, your face will I seek. Araskila mamba baso kabaratis. Aperanasi sabarakia kabena kobalama. Let the fire never go out upon my altar. Let my heart continually be a home for you. Bind my heart to your altar. Bind my life to your presence. Teach me the way of the altar. 2022 and beyond is that season when I know God by myself, for myself, in the company of other men and women in Zion. Deliver me from long distance relationship. In the name of Jesus. Lord, your demands are clear and they are simple. It is to migrate. We have enjoyed the dividends, the benefits of your house, of your presence. But largely we've done that from afar. And now you insist that the place of the encounter must now be the place of residence. Many children were born unto Jacob outside of Bethel. Wives were added unto Jacob outside of Bethel. Wealth came to Jacob outside of Bethel, but all of that was because of Bethel. And in that season you requested that he migrate to Bethel. And now you are demanding that we migrate also. We cannot deny the fact that we have enjoyed as a people out of the bounties of your house, as a church in the nation, as a church in the nations. We have seen increase, we have seen wealth, we have seen physical, natural prosperity. But now you say we saw these from afar, and you require that we migrate. Graciously, you are giving such a long window. Father, tonight I ask that none of us will be found outside of the place of your requirement. Bind our hearts to your altar. Bind our hearts to your presence. May nothing matter more to us than the state of our relationship with you. Not today, not tomorrow, and never again in our lives. For thine is the kingdom. For thine is the power. For thine is the glory. In Jesus' mighty name I pray.